How can organizations turn ESG data into real, measurable sustainability outcomes instead of just checking compliance boxes? Hello everyone, my name is George Francis. Welcome to the presentation on reporting and steering sustainability using SAP Sustainability Control Tower. As sustainability becomes a strategic priority for organizations across industries, the ability to track, report, and act on ESG data is more important than ever. In this presentation, we'll explore how SAP Sustainability Control Tower provides the tools and insights needed to transform raw ESG data into meaningful action, which enables organizations not only to meet compliance requirements, but also to steer their sustainability strategies with clarity and confidence. Let's first understand why a solution like the SAP Sustainability Control Tower is critical in today's sustainability landscape. Organizations today are navigating a complex web of regulations, stakeholder expectations, and internal pressures to operate more responsibly. And to effectively manage all these aspects, businesses need more than just intent, they need robust systems and tools. This is where SAP Sustainability Control Tower comes into play. It's a key part of SAP's Cloud for Sustainable Enterprises portfolio, built to help companies gain visibility, take control, and steer their sustainability strategies with confidence. Let's take a look at some of the key challenges organizations face. First, data collection and quality. ESG data is often fragmented, stored across various systems, and inconsistent in quality. Then, with over 600 frameworks globally, and many of them changing frequently, staying compliant is a moving target. It takes significant effort and resources to remain up to date with all these evolving standards. In addition, many companies are taking steps towards sustainability, but these efforts often remain disconnected from core business strategies. This is exactly where SAP Sustainability Control Tower delivers value. It enables real-time, automated ESG reporting by pulling in actual data from SAP systems. The solution offers metrics that are not only robust and detailed but also audit-ready and aligned with global regulatory requirements. Perhaps most importantly, SAP Sustainability Control Tower doesn't treat sustainability as an add-on. It embeds ESG into day-to-day business processes, helping companies set targets, forecast outcomes, track progress, and optimize for real impact. Now, let's take a quick look at the architecture of SAP Sustainability Control Tower, which is designed to support both inbound and outbound data integration. For inbound data, the system accepts manual CSV uploads, integration with SAP S/4HANA, SAP HANA, SFM, and SAP DataSphere. Data replication via SAP BTP destinations inbound APIs using OData. These options allow ESG data to be collected from various internal and external sources. For outbound integration, it supports a standard OData interface. In summary, this architecture ensures seamless ESG data flow across platforms, making reporting and analysis more connected and reliable. Now that we've seen why the Sustainability Control Tower is important and how it's architected, in the upcoming slides, we'll walk through the key steps of configuring SAP Sustainability Control Tower. As part of configuring SAP Sustainability Control Tower, it's important to understand a few key building blocks, measures, dimensions, and data provider interfaces, or DPIs. Let's start with measures. These are the quantitative values we want to track, for example, CO2 emissions, energy consumption, or water usage. There are two types. SAP provides standard measures, and you can also define custom measures based on your organization's needs. Next, we have dimensions. Dimensions give context to measures such as time, location, or organizational unit, helping turn raw numbers into meaningful performance indicators. Then comes the Data Provider Interface, DPI. DPI is the structure used to import measure and dimension data together. DPIs are designed to provide specific sustainability insights in a structured and consistent way. Now that we've explored the core data components, let's take a step back and look at how organizations decide which sustainability topics to focus on through a process called materiality assessment. A materiality assessment is a structured approach that helps companies identify, evaluate, and prioritize their most critical ESG concerns. This ensures that the sustainability metrics and measures they track are not only relevant, but also aligned with stakeholder expectations. The process typically unfolds in 5 key phases. Engage stakeholders to gather insights from those who are impacted or have influence. Recognize issues, identify key ESG topics. Develop assessment criteria to evaluate which topics are most significant. Evaluate and prioritize based on business impact and stakeholder relevance. Report and execute, communicate results and integrate them into strategy. Ultimately, materiality assessments provide clarity on what matters most, enabling more focused and impactful sustainability reporting. After identifying relevant sustainability topics, the next step is to bring in the data, starting with master data. In SAP Sustainability Control Tower, the master data upload process follows a clear, structured workflow. Configure global parameters. Set up foundational settings such as units, timeframes, and dimensions. Maintain data. Ensure the required master data is complete and accurate. Import from file. Upload data, typically using a CSV file format. Review results. Validate the data, check for errors, and confirm successful uploads. Publish data. Finalize and make the data available for reporting and analysis. This process ensures that the platform is working with accurate, consistent, and validated data, which is critical for generating trustworthy ESG insights. With the master data in place, the next step is to manage the core components that drive ESG reporting within the system. Let's start with business activity types and business activities. These play a key role in structuring and organizing data. Business activities are specific instances of broader business activity types. They are directly linked to emission data, providing the necessary context and detail for accurate sustainability reporting. Next, we have measures and dimensions. Measures are the key data points used to track sustainability performance, such as energy consumption or waste generated. Each measure is enriched by dimensions, which describe its context, like time, region, or business unit. To create them, start by defining the necessary dimensions. Create the measure. Then link the appropriate dimensions to it. Finally, let's talk about metrics. A metric translates raw data into a meaningful performance indicator. Metrics are created using the Manage Metrics app and come in different types, including SAP provided, basic, and advanced. Together, these elements form the foundation for reliable, contextual, and actionable sustainability reporting. Now that we've seen how to set up the core components, the next focus area is how ESG data is actually recorded within the system. In the following slides, we'll walk through the process of capturing and managing ESG data, from data entry and validation to how it flows into reports and dashboards. This is a crucial step, as accurate data recording forms the backbone of all sustainability insights generated by the platform. In this session, we will see a walkthrough of the Manage ESG Data application. We can find the Manage ESG Data application under the section Data Management and Integration. The Manage ESG Data application manages all data related to the measures, dimensions, and metrics. To import actuals by measure, select the relevant measure. There are different options to import data for the selected measure. One option is to import from file. In this option, you can either choose to import new data, which is not yet published into the system, or correct already published data by selecting Import to Fix Data. Another option is to import from SAP system. The availability of the import system depends on the selected measure. However, the Import from Data Sphere option is available for all the measures. If you select CO2e emissions measures, you have the option to import data from SAP Sustainability Footprint Management or from SAP EHS Management. Besides the import options, you can also export the file upload template for the selected measure. Now let's have a look at the water emission as an example. The data upload is completed and we can see that validation is pending. So, we can continue to validate the data. On clicking Validate Data option, we can see that the status change to validation is in progress. When the validation is done, the status as publishing is pending and we can proceed to publish the data. After publishing, the status will change to published. After recording and publishing ESG data, the next step is using that data to drive meaningful action. In the upcoming slides, we'll explore how SAP Sustainability Control Tower helps organizations go beyond reporting by setting ambitions, targets, and continuous improvement. This is where data turns into impact, guiding companies to act decisively and strategically on their sustainability goals. To begin the action phase, the first step is setting clear sustainability ambitions and measurable targets. Ambitions represent the long-term sustainability goals an organization aims to achieve, such as reducing emissions, improving energy efficiency, or advancing social impact. Once these ambitions are defined, the system allows organizations to track progress toward these goals using real-time data. And most importantly, with these insights, companies can continuously improve by making informed, data-driven decisions that enhance sustainability performance over time. Let's see how we can manage ambitions and targets using our Ambitions app. Here we can see that our ambition is to reduce Scope 2 GHG emissions to 50 tons by 2025. Currently, the emission is at 81.8 tons. We can see the trend of GHG emissions in the graph. A drill down into the trend graph provides deeper insights. The graph is showing a comparison between current performance and the defined target. The yellow line represents the target we aim to achieve, and we can observe a positive trend. Performance is steadily improving over time. In conclusion, SAP Sustainability Control Tower empowers organizations to go beyond compliance, enabling them to measure, report, and act on their sustainability goals with confidence. By combining data transparency, integration, and strategic insights, it helps turn sustainability from a challenge into a driver of long-term value. I hope this presentation has provided a clear perspective on how SAP Sustainability Control Tower empowers organizations not only to report ESG data but to actively lead and shape their sustainability strategies. As we move toward a future where sustainability is a business imperative, having the right tools, data, and insights will be key to driving meaningful and lasting impact. Thank you all for your time and attention.